Hey guys, this is Pano. I got a video for you today. I was out hunting for a few days and I have a whole bunch of videos to edit, and I got some great footage, but it takes a long time for me to edit. Like if my life was dependent on editing those videos, I would have died. So it's hard for me, guys. I'm not good at computers, I'm not good at editing, I'm not good at filming. So cope with me, I'm gonna figure all that stuff out, maybe get some help. But anyway, before I get to those videos and you see the details, I'm gonna tell you that on that trip I used two knives, William Collins knives, and I skinned a deer and I skinned a wolf that somebody brought to me that he shot, and he wanted me to skin it so he can mount a fur on his house. So it had to be done good. I do that for people, for my friends and people that I know. I'm not a skinner like Dan Lutz, let's say, but I'm alright. Like I won't mess it up. If anything, it's gonna have some more fleshing needed when you're done. But the wolf had no cuts, and I kept the claws on. So anyway, that's one of the knives I used, and that's the Sportsman. I did a demonstration on the Sportsman when I first got it from William. I show you the knife I did the pineapple. I don't know if you guys remember, or if you're following my channel, but I processed pineapple with it, and since the day I got this knife, I've been using it every single day. Even my meals I eat with this knife and and a fork, of course. But I do all my meat. I did all my kitchen chores with just this knife. So I took it with me in that hunting trip, and I used it in both animals. So in this knife, the Sportsman, combination with my knife, the Northern Woodsman, I'm pretty much covered in my knife needs. But how good are WC knives? Like, what do you expect from your knife, and how do you use your knife, and what do you get out of it? Well, I know we do all those cutting tests, and is this relevant? Is it something that you're gonna need? For me, yes, this is very relevant. It shows edge retention, and it shows you a comparison. I'm trying to show you guys how this knife keeps an edge, let's say, or this knife compared to another knife that you know or you might own, and you can tell, hey, this knife, my knife, I tried the same test with Pano, and my knife did 20 cuts, and Williams this did 80, this did 57 or 80, or I don't know, I'm not sure. It all depends on the day, actually. This is why this counts only on the day you do it, comparing with another knife. Because the rubber could be wet, the rubber could be more dry than other times, dirtier than other times. So, but it's a good test. It's really relevant. I want to show you something that I've been testing this ABL hardcore. So I have another way for you guys to realize how tough is ABL and how good is William Collins knives. So I have so when I get the deer or any animal that I get, I take pieces out for me, the best pieces of the animal, of course, and the rest I share with my dogs. Let's say the ribs, there is a lot of meat that you could cut off from the ribs, and you can make beef jerky or whatever you gotta do. Usually jerky you make with that stuff. But I don't do that. I just share with my dogs. I have 3 dogs, and I feed them raw food. Sometimes store-bought, or most of the times when I'm hunting. So let's see how these knives are gonna do processing bone. You never do this with your knife. This is the reason I do this. The reason I do this is because I'm testing the steel and I'm testing the knives for you guys. Okay, let's see. First, let's take a closer look on the edge on this knife, okay? See, there is no damage on the edge. No damage, okay? So let's process the meat and see if we're gonna have any damage. I want my dogs to eat this, everything. These are the ribs. Okay. Oh, let's do the spine. Let's go this way so you can see. Clean with this. So we chopped so much bone with it. Chopped the whole rib cage on a big dough. Not a single spot. Let's see how it cuts. After all that chopping. Got a magpie over here. The knife is still sharp, guys. Look at it. After all that bone. After all that bone. Try it. Do that with your knives. See what you get. And this is crazy. This is the only knife I have that does this. Look at it. Look at it. Well, all the William Collins knives do that, because William makes sure that somebody might do things that they might hurt the knife, so he wants to hurt it first and see the weak spots and work on them. Try it with your knives. See what you get. See what your knife can do. I know it can. Be careful when you do that, because you're gonna chip a lot of blades. Every other knife I used before Williams to do what I just did, because I do that a lot. There's a Magpie there. I might have to take care of it. Every other knife I tried, and it just did not do it. It just chipped. And now I'm not talking about little chips. I'm talking about big chips. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna get swarmed by crows and magpies in a minute. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. And don't forget, take always your William Collins knives with you, because it's probably the best equipment you can get today. Thanks, guys.